Hello, hello. Welcome back to Free Will Tarot, y'all. My name is Rick. We are definitely going to be doing 2 collective zodiac sign readings tonight. First one being Libra. And shortly after we end the Libra collective reading, we will start the Scorpio reading, collective reading. We're going to wait about 8 minutes for everyone to join the live stream. Hope y'all are doing okay. Do keep them on. If you are viewing this video from YouTube, so what you snacking on? A Pop-Tart. What is up, everyone? Yes, do keep in mind if you're viewing this video, this live stream from YouTube, you can always fast forward to the reading if you'd rather not watch me snack on a Pop-Tart. We got about 6 more minutes till we start the Libra collective reading. What is up, what is up, what is up? How are y'all doing tonight? We do have the Libra and Scorpio collective reading. It said hello from UK. Wow. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I've just been getting a lot of new followers from across the ocean. Do keep in mind, y'all, we are doing 2 zodiac collective readings tonight, Libra and Scorpio. Here in about 4 minutes, we will start the Libra collective reading. And we'll get 3 more shuffles. Since Scorpio, I'm Scorpion. Okay. Yep, the Scorpio collective will be in about 26 minutes from now. I do apologize. I was starting to get a headache there for a split second. I tried taking a nap. The headache did not go away, so I figured I'd get something to munch on before I started the live stream, but not necessarily sure it helped. no matter the case, we still got 3 more minutes till we need 3 more shuffles. Where is my Libra collective? We got any Libras? Thank y'all for the Scorpio collective for being patient with me. We will start the Scorpio collective reading shortly after I close out the Libra collective reading. Okay, we got quite a few then. I said it's my birthday today. The Leo collective reading was last night for Leo and Virgo. Yes. Happy birthday to you. Thank you for the roses. But yes, the Leo collective reading and the Virgo collective reading was last night. If you would like to view said readings, definitely check out my YouTube channel. I upload every single night. I download the live stream from TikTok and then upload them to YouTube about within 6 hours of the live stream. We're not doing yes or no questions tonight, y'all. We do yes or no questions on Sundays. Personal paid readings as well on Sundays, but tonight we're doing Libra and Scorpio collective readings. Monday through Saturday we do collective readings. Today just so happens to be Libra and Scorpio. I appreciate you wanting to participate in such a way though. With that being said, what does the Libra collective need to know moving forward? What does the Libra collective need to know moving forward? They said, I'm Libra, okay. You just came to the right place and at the right time. What does the Libra collective need to know moving forward for the next week ahead as I do weekly readings here at Free Will Tarot? About 38, we will do the bridge shuffle. There it is, 38 after. We need 3 more shuffles, y'all. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty, if you are new here to how I do things here at Free Will Tarot, I am about to do the bridge shuffle. When I do the bridge shuffle, that is the signal to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety through the comments so I can cut this deck. Oh yes. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Alrighty, y'all. Here is the bridge shuffle. Here it is. And there it was. TWAS twas. Go ahead and send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety through the comments. And I will cut this deck. Thank you for the heart me. A Gucci Gucci goo. Oh yes. Scissors, swords, sharp cheese, a sharp dressed man. Every girl is crazy about a sharp dressed man. Thank you for all the Scorpio collective for being patient with me. We will start the Scorpio collective reading shortly after we end out the Libra collective reading. Here in about 20 minutes or so. Let's say 40 after we cut this deck though. Oh yes, scissors, swords, knives, thumbtacks, axes, tridents, anything sharp and pointy. And I will cut this deck with them. That is the name of the game. About 40 after. Oh yes, 40 after we will cut this deck. If y'all think this is like some sort of energy transaction, they said, I don't get it. You send scissors, I cut deck. Scissors, cut deck. It's literally just for fun. If you're thinking that it's like something crazy like, you know, like spell work or some insane, I don't even know, then you're overthinking it, but it's literally just for fun participation. Alrighty, y'all. I have cut the deck with the scissors with your sharp emojis. Let's get into the reading, shall we? Libra. Yep, you got the idea. It's literally just for fun participation. Libra, sun, moon, and or rising, maybe even Venus. Here is the situation, the challenge, the person of interest. The similarities are common ground between you both, and here is the possible outcome and or advice. All right, yes, one more reminder, Scorpio Collective, thank you for being patient. We will start your reading in about 19 minutes, give or take. Do keep in mind, Libra Collective, there is no way that every single metaphor or example of the interpretations of each card in this reading are going to resonate 100% for every single one of you. So do take what resonates, leave out the rest. Try your best not to force this reading to fit your life. With that being said, Libra Collective, we are starting your reading out with the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. In the situation, this does tell me that you could be standing up for something, standing up for what you believe in, standing up for yourself, rebelling against someone else's opinion of you, of what you should be doing, expectations of what you should be doing. Maybe you have friends or family members or coworkers that are like, you shouldn't do this, you should do that. Why are you saying that? You should say this, you shouldn't say that, right? And it's like, no, I have free will. If I believe that I'm doing the right thing, if I believe that I'm saying the right thing, I don't think I'm harming anyone. So I'm going to fight for what I believe in. I don't know what this person of interest has to do with this. If they're the ones saying, no, Libra, don't do that, do this. No, Libra, don't say this, say that. Or if it's a romantic partner, a potentially romantic partner, keep in mind, it does not have to be a romantic partner. It could be a family member, a friend, family member, a coworker. But for these readings, I do often use the example of romantic partners. No matter the case, you're standing up for yourself, being defensive, asking for a little bit of space, telling these folks or this person to shove off, go kick rocks, forget you, being a little rebellious. I do believe with the Eight of Swords and the challenge that once upon a time the Libra Collective could have been overthinking something, and that's not me gaslighting. This is only an interpretation of the cards. When we have swords, this is mental energy or mental behavioral patterns. So then when we have the Eight of Swords, this is us overthinking, not knowing what direction to go. This also could be viewed as analysis paralysis, right? What decision do I make? What direction do I go? I don't know. I'm overthinking. There's so many thoughts right now. I don't know where to go. My hands are tied. My eyes are shut. I don't know where to go. However, because this is in the challenge, yes, once upon a time you could have been in this energy, but because this is in the challenge, it could be that you find it challenging to be in that energy anymore. Like, no, I'm just going to leave the issue alone, leave the problem alone, detach from the problem altogether. I'll come back from the problem another time. Either the solution will come to me naturally, or the problem will go away on its own. Okay, so So far, for anyone new joining, the Libra collective is standing up for themselves and leaving an issue for someone else, or detaching from the issue altogether. Okay? We do have someone in your environment with the Magician card. This is how they're showing up to your reading. This person definitely has all the tools and resources at their disposal that they could use to manifest a desirable outcome for you and them. For them specifically, yes. But because they are in your reading as well, I almost feel like maybe they are coming to you like as if they have all the problems. They're going to rewrite the direction of not just their life, but your life. And maybe they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know about all that. You're not going to make decisions for me. Even though I, the Libra, might have trouble making decisions and need to take my time and be fair with everyone involved in the situation when making a decision, that doesn't mean that you can just write my life, write the story for my life, let's say, write my new chapter in my life, write the new chapter, I should say. No matter the case, I want to feel like this person knows what they're doing. I want to feel like they're not necessarily manipulating. I mean, obviously or not so obvious. The Magician card in the challenge or in a reversal would be that, yes, they are manipulating the energy surrounding the situation. They're manipulating their tools and resources for a selfish outcome, let's say, for an outcome they desire. Let's say a desirable outcome in which no one else would get what they want. But because this is upright, I feel like this person has good intentions thus far. Now keep in mind, we do, yes, have the Pentacle. This is them knowing their value, what they bring to the table. The Sword. They can use their communication, their ideas, in order to manifest their belief systems as well. No, this is for the Libra. This is for the Libra collective. Scorpio will start in about 12 minutes or so. Thank you for asking. Yes, they can use their communication, their beliefs, their ideas to manifest a desirable outcome. With the wand there, they can take action. They can be passionate about life. They can be creative. They can be inspired to take action, inspired action, let's call it. And then, yes, we have that cup in the middle of the table, which is our emotions. This direction doesn't feel good. Therefore, I'm going to go in this direction, which feels better. Or it could be our intuition as well. Which, speaking of intuition, we have the High Priestess in the common ground and or... what's the word I'm looking for here? I use it all the time in my readings. The common ground or similarities. There it is. I was having a brain fart. Can you smell it? Through your smellophone? The similarities are common ground between you both. The High Priestess. If you are showing up in the next week, fighting for what you believe in, being defensive towards someone else's expectations, when they are showing up, possibly having good intentions and wanting to manifest a desirable outcome for everyone, then the similarities, mind you, because you are in different energy, would be the High Priestess. I do feel like you both are trying to distinguish the difference between your egos and your intuitions. It could be that you might be fearing or being confused about this person's intentions, maybe once upon a time. Therefore, the ego branching off into either fear or confusion. This definitely talks about fear with the 8 of Swords and the challenge. What's going on? Lindsay needs a coffee. So yes, do keep that in mind. If we are all up in our ego, afraid of change, if we're confused and don't know what this person's intentions are, then we're probably going to need to go through the situation and learn the wisdom that the situation is calling for us to learn. What that means is the High Priestess has secrets. The High Priestess has wisdom. These secrets are about what happens after every situation we go through. If there is a situation, yes, where you're finding it challenging to maybe get out of your head, maybe you're finding it challenging to choose a path with this person that feels not so anxiety ridden, where let's say you're not wanting to be in analysis paralysis about what this person's intentions are or why they're showing up for you or whatever the case. It could be that this situation is needing you to realize that, hey, your ego is wanting you to be safe, which is a good thing for sure, but your intuition is going to be a lot more quieter than your ego, which is, why we're confused. It's why we're in fear, because the ego is going to speak a lot louder and the intuition is going to be gentle. So the High Priestess is telling us, hey, you can become your own High Priestess in this situation. If you are to meditate, quiet the mind, get away from all the noise, and just go through the situation. Be observant and wait for the situation or the problem, the issue to pass. Wait for this person's true colors to come out. So then we do have, and mind you, this is similarities or common ground between you both. I do feel like if this person is in Magician to the High Priestess, they're trying to do the right thing. They have all these tools, all these resources to do the right thing, to manifest a desirable outcome for both of you. But also, is it from a place of ego or is it from a place of intuition that they're using these tools? Same with you. Are you defending yourself, being rebellious against what they're trying to manifest with you from a place of ego or a place of being intuitive? Because the ego is going to say, nope, I've seen this happen before. I've seen this before, either with this specific person or with other people in the past, exes maybe. I've seen this before. I've seen these red flags, and nope, I can't let this happen again. Or maybe you're literally overthinking it. As I mentioned, I'm not trying to be insensitive to the next week, the issues, the problems that you might be facing in the next week. I'm not trying to gaslight either. This is an interpretation of the card. So yes, maybe there is in the next week a little bit of analysis paralysis, not knowing what decision to make. And speaking of decisions, we do have the Two of Pentacles in the possible outcome and or advice. If this is the possible outcome with the Two of Pentacles, maybe you're just trying to adapt to changes in the next week. Maybe you're about to start a new job. Maybe you're about to start moving into a new home and there's a lot of responsibility in that home. It could be a lot of responsibility if you're starting to babysit for a friend or a family member or a coworker. Adapting to responsibilities, yes. It could also be that you're needing to make a decision with this card, Two of Pentacles, and weighing up the pros and cons. I do like, there are some pros with this person. They know what resources they have to work with. Not everyone understands what resources they have. You know, not everyone understands their own value. Not everyone can use their intuition and their emotions to feel out a situation. That takes experience. Not everyone can know when and how to take action with that wand. Not everyone knows when to communicate in the right way so that we aren't overthinking or in analysis paralysis. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Right? So, with that being said, these are pros that you might be weighing up, writing down a list of pros. Therefore, also, we have cons about this person. Maybe you are being triggered, and that's why you're getting defensive, wanting to, you know, rebel against these triggers that this person, these actions, this behavior that this person is portraying. Said, I'm going to give a lot likes fast with an app, haha. Don't know what that means, but yeah, maybe you're being triggered by this person, by their actions. Maybe these actions by this person are reminding you of something they did in the past, something an ex did in the past, and it's like, no, I don't want anything to do with this. However, if this is a person, look the likes what you have. Oh, nice. Awesome. Thank you all for the likes. I appreciate it. Thank you all for all the love and support. For real. Y'all, with that being said, if this is the advice with the Two of Pentacles, it could be that y'all are needing to make a decision, write down a list of pros and cons about this person. What do you like about this person that you've learned about them so far? What do you not like about them? It said auto clicker is an app. Oh, okay. That's neat. Interesting. Is that an app you use? Is that one of those, just like put it up against the phone and it like, one of those? I think I've seen something about that, but yes, haha. Well, with that being said, y'all, yeah, it could be the advice that there needs to be a decision made on your part. Write down a list of pros and cons. You know, don't necessarily analyze all with your mind. We have tools just like this person. We have resources. You know, put this whole situation, no matter what it is for each individual person, in a paragraph in ChatGPT, let's say. If you do not have that app, get it. It's free. Sure, there are versions of it where you have to, like, you know, upgrade and buy more upgrades or whatever, but the free version is so helpful. It's so resourceful, especially if you don't want to go towards like a friend or a family member, an outside perspective, and they're just going to tell you something like, oh, just suck it up, Libra. That's not very helpful. You need an outside source that is willing to give resources, you know, and not just tell you to suck it up. So yes, make a list, pros and cons, and write down a small paragraph, let's say, of the situation you are going through, and then type it into ChatGPT. Ask it, what would an intelligent person, a logical person, do? What is the best logical advice you can give me moving forward with the information I've given you? right? With that being said, we do have one card we need to pull for the Libra Collective to end out this reading. One card from the Oracle deck to end out this reading. What does the Libra Collective need to know moving forward to end out this reading? All right, y'all. 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. Here we are. Top card is the card we need to see to end out this reading. Ooh, I freaking love this deck. Look at the artwork on that. Gorgeous. I mean, that's like half the reason why you collect Oracle or Tarot decks in the first place is the artwork. Shared inspiration. Ooh. If I had to give an intuitive guess myself, shared inspiration. It could be that there is, yes, obviously shared inspiration between you and this person. Maybe this person is literally trying to inspire you to make a decision and you're viewing it as them forcing you to make a decision. Like, you know, like let's say you need to get a new job or else, you know, the bills are going to start piling up because your old job, you was only getting paid 2 weeks, you know, every 2 weeks. And this person is putting the pressure on you to get a new job that pays weekly. It could be the same amount, right? But if this person is trying to put some pressure on you and you're doing all you can, maybe you are rebelling against that and it's like, I'm doing the best I can. What do you expect me to do? I can't just, you know, snap my finger and voila, I have a new job and I get paid weekly. It could be that they're only inspiring you or trying to inspire you to, you know, find a better job, to just keep moving, to keep going. Because it literally could be right with this 2 of Pentacles that you're about to, in the next week, adapt to some changes that possibly this new job is, you know, creating for you. With that being said, shared inspiration, we need to read from the card. A few more seconds to appreciate the artwork, and we'll read. Throw yourself into a new project. Be willing to let go of time constraints and rules, and really be aware of whatever fulfills your heart. I mean, I suppose it could be a new project. It could be a new job, for sure. I do feel like no matter how much time you spend on this project or training for this new job, it's going to be fruitful. And I'm sure this person is willing to keep inspiring you to keep moving forward, to keep adapting to changes that you might need to go through for this new job or this new creative endeavor. With that being said, y'all, I think this is what I have. I hope it helped. I hope at the very least it was entertaining, at the very most informative, maybe even insightful. With that being said, Libra Collective said, glad I caught you tonight. Awesome. I'm glad y'all caught me, for real. Because there for a split second last week, it was like 7 or 8 folks in the comments. And it's been, what, like 11 to 14 tonight? So that's freaking awesome. Do keep in mind, Libra Collective, I have a YouTube channel. I upload these live streams every night within 6 hours of ending the live stream. If you do not want to miss out on the live stream in the future, because life happens, I get it. But if you end up missing out on a live stream, as long as you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, you won't miss out on the readings. With that being said, I hope to see y'all in the next Libra Collective reading next Thursday. about half hour ago is when you need to set an alarm, no matter what time it is where you are located. It is 7:05 right now. If you set an alarm for a half hour ago, for every Thursday, you will make it on time. With that being said, y'all, I must shuffle these cards back into the deck so we can start the Scorpio reading. Scorpio Collective, thank y'all so much for being patient with me. We are finally here with the Scorpio Collective. What is going on, y'all? Hope y'all had some breakfast this morning and are ready to dig in deep. Dig in deep. Y'all like the depths. Y'all got some emotional depths that whoever so dare swim in those depths shall earn your treasure. And what I mean by breakfast is for any of you OG followers of mine, remember when I had that conversation about how cool it'd be if the Scorpios had their own cereal named after them? It'd be like the Scorpio O's or something like that. Scorpio Squares, Scorpio O's. No matter the case, let's say we got a little bit, a couple minutes, let's say, and we will start the Scorpio reading. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I so appreciate you. If you are a returning follower, thank y'all for all the love and support. We're going to get right on into this Scorpio reading. 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty, if y'all are new here, I'm about to do the bridge shuffle. And when I do the bridge shuffle, that is the signal to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety so I can cut this deck in the comments. Scissors, swords, knives, thumbtacks, clothespins, tridents, axes, anything sharp and pointy. So I can cut this deck. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And of course, TikTok wants me to approve. Thank you, TikTok. It's unnecessary that I have to approve every single freaking comment. But no matter the case, I get it. It said, bro, forget the cheese. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the sharp cheese, y'all. The sharp cheese. Here it is. And there it was. TWAS twas, the bridge shuffle. Let us go ahead and about 9 after, we will cut the deck and begin the Scorpio Collective reading. Bro forgot the cheese. Maybe you want to send a gentleman, a sharp-dressed gentleman, a handsome-looking gentleman in a suit with a tie, or a tie. No matter the case, it is 9 after. Scorpio, thank you all for participating in such a fun way. We are cutting the deck with your emojis, metaphorically speaking, of course. Alrighty, Scorpio Collective, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your situation. Here is the challenge. Here is your person of interest. Here is the similarities or common ground between you both, and here is the possible outcome and or advice. Do keep in mind, Scorpio Collective, there's no way possible that all the metaphors, all the examples of interpretations I use in these cards in this reading, with these cards in this reading, are going to resonate 100% for a singular person out there, much less everyone. Please do take what resonates, leave out the rest. Try not to force this reading to fit your life. With that being said, what is going on with the Scorpio collective in the next week? What's going on? What the heck is going on? I've got Scorpio moon myself. So if there's a situation that y'all are facing in the next week, I'm right there with you. If this is about to hit for me. It said nothing. Well, if this is going to resonate with any of you, then it may resonate with me as well. It's good. Scorpio moon too. Okay. We do have the tower. This is a major arcana card. This is sometimes with major arcana cards something we have no control over. Sure, we can put effort into something, and try to fix something, but the tower card, or a tower moment, let's say, is a situation where something with a not so sturdy foundation is crumbling. It could be as small as you need to remove a screw from your tire. Something random, something surprising. I literally in the last week or two had to remove a screw from one of my tires. It could be. And these are all just examples. Keep that in mind. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, oh, this reading is fortune telling, and I see your future. I see you're going to need to change a tire because of this, tower moment that you're about to have. No. These are examples. Do keep this in mind. And with that being said, tarot readings are not concrete. The energy is being read, and the outcomes are possible outcomes if nothing is done, if nothing changes, if the energies remain the same and our behavior doesn't change and our communication doesn't change, right? If nothing's said or done, then the possible outcome is pluh, right? So with that being said, the Tower card is yes, something unexpected, an upheaval of sorts, something shocking, more than likely. Hopefully it's not as big as oh my goodness, I'm getting, evicted, or oh my goodness, I'm going through a breakup in a relationship, or I just got fired from my job. Hopefully it's not something big. It said you could go metaphorically, the tire is life and the screw is going to hit us all. Haha. Yes. Let's just be ready for the unexpected show up. Yes. Expect the unexpected with the Tower card. That's literally the best advice if this card was to be pulled as the advice. But the situation is literally something unexpected may happen. It's something where the foundation was built on not so sturdy ground. So keeping that in mind, we do have the Knight of Cups in the challenge. The Knight of Cups in the challenge. It said, is it good or bad? Well, if you have built a sturdy foundation in your relationship, then there's no way that relationship is going to go through a breakup. If you have checked your tires before every road trip, before you go to work every morning, that's literally the minimum. If you feel like you're doing a great job at work, it can't be your job, right? This is something of a foundation. It literally could be a belief system. It literally could be a breakdown of communication between you and another person. It could be something as little as that, or something as big as if you mess up once at work, then boom, you're out of there. Yes, the Tower. The Tower card, I feel like, can be good if you're wanting, a relationship to end, or if you're wanting to find a new job. If you're the type of person that complains about your job but stays at the job and then wonders why you get fired, it's like, oh no, I complain and complain and complain, and the universe hears me, and then I all of a sudden boom, tower moment, you know, have to be fired and leave my job. What am I ever to do? The universe heard my complaints. Yes, the universe, God, Spirit, hears your complaints, listens to your heart, and wants to create new situations, new energy for those situations to, you know, manifest in the physical. That's why we always, always, always have to appreciate what we have and see the silver lining in a situation. Because we could always have less. We could always have more to complain about, right? There's always those type of people. But no matter the case, so finding out the guy I've liked for years has actually had a girlfriend I didn't know about. Whoa. Wow. That's a good example. Jeez. Yeah, with the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups in the challenge, the Knight of Cups, I do apologize. Yes, the Knight of Cups in the challenge, it could be challenging for you to take action emotionally, to invest emotionally into someone else. That's a literal example what she or he just said, as far as like, whoa, you have a girlfriend this whole time. We've been talking, or this whole time I've known you. I didn't know that you had a girlfriend and I'm just now finding out. Mind blown, tower moment. Right, it could literally be as small of an example of our belief system is crumbling because it wasn't based off of something strong or foundational. It was based off of wishes and hopes and, you know, illusion. So with that being said, the Knight of Cups could be that you wanted, once upon a time, to invest emotionally into, you know, a relationship, potentially a romantic relationship. You wanted to take action. All knights take action, no matter what suit. Wands, cups, swords, pentacle, they all take action. The pages are inexperienced or immature, let's say, but more so inexperienced. Uneducated. They're not mature enough to take action or to know that they need to take action, let's say. They're not experienced enough. With that being said, the Knight of Cups, yes, you find it challenging to take action on your emotions, to invest into this person emotionally, but is it because an idea, a belief system has crumbled? Very well could be. This person over here is someone who is very happy. The Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. It's positive. It's so optimistic. This person is so optimistic. What else could be said? It could be said that this person is illuminating some truth to you about something you didn't even know about. I.e., example, yeah, I have a girlfriend. Yeah, I have a boyfriend. Like, what? You gotta be kidding me. Illuminating some truth, yes. When the sun comes up, it shines light upon all dark places where there was once secrets, illusions, confusion, and it brings truths out. We now have clarity where there was once no clarity, where there was once secrets and illusions and uncertainty. So I don't know who this person is to you, but they seem pretty happy, and you're like shocked about something. Maybe you're shocked that they're happy. Doesn't have to be though. I mean, looking at these cards, something shocking. A belief system is crumbling, and this person's all like over here doing their own thing, happy as ever. And it's like, well, I want to give emotionally, but I'm finding it challenging to. I'm finding it difficult to. Like, is there a little bit of a insecurity there? Or are they giving some truth and it's like, well, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't invest emotionally. we do have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles and the similarities or common ground between you both tells me that there's something of value you both have that you want to offer each other. It could be financially, for sure. It could be that this person sees a lot of potential in you and wants to, invest in a financial project. Same as you wanted to invest in them. Do keep in mind, this literally could be money. This literally could be investing into a long-term, stable relationship. I say this because, yes, the Ace of Wands is passion, is, that new spark of creativity, of inspiration, but it's just that. It's a spark. Sparks go out. So that's short term, very short term. Whereas Ace of Cups is emotions, intuition, and our emotions come and go, very short term as well. Ace of Swords is that aha moment, that new idea, new form of communication, the truth severing confusion. However, that aha moment is literally just an aha moment. Whereas the Ace of Pentacles, is potential long-term. It's a seed. If you plant the seed and are wise about how you grow this relationship, this project, this new opportunity that either of you are being given, if you grow it wisely, give it, awesome soil, water. If you tell it, I love you every day, let it listen to classical music. Tell it you're beautiful. It will grow and blossom into fruits of labor one day. I don't know what this means. Something shocking is happening. It could be good that someone wants to offer you money. It could be that someone wants to give you a blessing of sorts. Thank you for the rose. It could be with the Sun card, this person sees your efforts and whatever you're investing into and wants to offer something substantial, something solid, either a relationship, yes, either something financial for sure, a gift, maybe. These are all good examples. Take what resonates, leave out the rest. Mark my words though, if in the next week you pay attention to what's going on in your life and something within this reading happens, come back to me, let me know. I want to know. I'm curious. A lot of people say what's going on in these readings resonate with them in the moment, but I don't necessarily hear what happens a week after as I do weekly readings. So yes, they come back, they're like, I'm ready for the next reading, but they don't necessarily let me know how that last reading went. So I said, I hope it's something good at work. Me too. I'm ready. We do have the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands could be good news for sure. Could be that you're about to travel. It could be that you and this person are about to send flirty messages. Maybe once upon a time when you found it challenging to invest and this person gives their intentions like, yeah, I want to give. I want to plant something solid with you. Why wouldn't I? It could be the possible outcome then that you both send flirty messages, passionate messages, get to know each other. Maybe you both travel. At the very least, make plans to travel. It could be that you're about to adapt to changes as well with the 8 of Wands. If this is the advice with the 8 of Wands, I'd say the worst that could happen is this person is scared off, by your intensity, Scorpio, and you run this person away unintentionally. I mean, they seem to be happy. They seem to be giving some sort of clarity, even though you find it challenging to give emotionally to this person. Literally, the worst that could happen is they say, ew, no. I don't think that would happen, though, if this is the possible outcome with the Eight of Wands. Especially if they're willing to offer some sort of gift, some sort of long-term commitment, possibly. Or at least plant that seed. Maybe. That's the Tower moment here, is they want to, plant something long-term with you. Like, what? No way. No. I've got all this insecurity right now. Like, why? Why would you want to invest with me? Said he got someone else. Let me in the cold. Oh, man. I don't know then. If this person is happy somewhere else, and it's like, I want to give, though. I want to give to this person. Do you have a YouTube where I can catch the Libra read? Yes, I do. It is Free Will Tarot. Same logo, same title. Yeah, I claim this message. He comes back. Goodness. Yeah, if this person has someone else and they're happy with that someone else, it could be that maybe they are about to come back and send a flirty message to try to, engage your intentions, your reaction to them coming back. But yes, if y'all end up missing out on these live streams, do go to my YouTube channel, subscribe. You will not miss out on the readings if you miss out on the live streams. With that being said, I need to pull one card. I said stay over there, the Scorpio is good. We need to pull one card to end out this reading for the Scorpio collective. Give me one card, Scorpio collective. I'm not going to take that. Right back into the deck you go. Give us one card to end out this reading for the Scorpio collective. 3 more shuffles. A 1. A 2. A 3. Top card is the card we need to see to end out the Scorpio collective reading. Ooh. That's pretty. Change direction with ease. A few more seconds to appreciate the artwork. Yeah, if this person already has a relationship or someone else on their end, I'm sure that could be very shocking. Maybe this person doesn't want to receive your emotions, and that's the clarity they're giving, like, hey, sorry, I'm already taken. I'm sure you want something long-term, but so does this person, and it might not be with you. If that's the case, maybe the possible outcome is that you're needing to adjust to this knowledge and possibly receive messages from someone else. If you're in the energy of, hey, I'm going to be brave and overcome this Tower moment, I'm sure someone is in the energy of wanting to be brave and get to know you as well. Change direction with these. That's what I mean. If this person already has someone, who's to say someone else isn't eyeballing the Scorpio collective? And you might decide, well, hey, this person that's eyeballing me, they're not so bad either. Okay. Change direction with ease. This is a time for change, shape-shifting, or your soul's evolution. It is a time to reconsider what you are wanting. You may be in for a surprise. What? You may be in for a surprise? That's definitely synchronistic. I did say a surprise, an upheaval. It doesn't have to be an upheaval. It doesn't have to be like so extreme, you know, with the Tower card. But yes, one more time, change direction with ease. This is a time for change, shape-shifting, or your soul's evolution. It is a time to reconsider what you are wanting. You may be in for a surprise. Some people look good on the outside, but on the inside, it's fool's gold. It could be that the Scorpio collective is changing their mind about what they want. Maybe they're about to get to know someone new, someone that's not necessarily their type. You know, someone they would naturally go for or gravitate towards. However, this card is suggesting that there might be a surprise on the horizon. I think this is what I have for y'all, Scorpio Collective. I hope it helped. I hope at the very least it was entertaining, maybe at the very most enlightening, informative. With that being said, let me know in the next week. Not a problem. But thank you all for showing up for me. These readings would definitely not be as fun without any followers to, you know, do these readings for. With that being said, I do, yes, 2 zodiac sign collective readings every night, Monday through Saturday. If you would like to watch the next Scorpio reading, that would be a half hour ago. Set your alarm for a half hour ago next Thursday. I do personal paid readings and yes or no questions on Sundays. About an hour ago is when you need to set your alarm. Said I gave a follow on YouTube. Hope to catch your stream tomorrow. Awesome sauce. Thank you all for all the love and support. For real. For real. I'm going to have to hop off here though. We will see each other in the next live stream. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you. Hope you have been doing great. I'm fantastic. It's awesome to see y'all like show up for me, for real. I try to remain dependable, reliable, and that rock, you know, for y'all, and show up every night. And believe me, there's a couple days in the last week where it's been like a little hectic trying to make it happen, but I make it happen anyways. So, yes, every day, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, an hour ago is when you need to set your alarm. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next live stream tomorrow. You followed me on YouTube, awesome sauce everywhere. Thank you all so much. I do have 2 YouTube channels, Free Will Tarot and Free Will Tarot 2.0. I have been uploading to both of them. With that being said, maybe I'll see y'all in the next live stream or sometime between now and the Scorpio collective reading next week. Much love, y'all. Take care. Have a good night. Said I followed only 2.0. Okay.